So Big Fund 3 was going to be released, but then they had a anti-corruption drive, so it delayed it, and then it also changed it into equipment-oriented support.
Oh, okay. So I remember, I think I remember this, that it was like a year they kind of speed ran through a bunch of the fund 22, 23 was kind of stopped, right? Maybe there was there were a bunch of corruption charges and investigations. Yeah, I guess they kind of wrapped up everybody that might have been doing something with the fund. But do you think that was that just a case of like corruption catching up to the system, or was it really about like political favor shifting inside the party, or how did that feel?
It was
That worked.
primarily corruption. A lot of the stuff related to the party occurred right around Big Fund 1. So when President Xi took over, it was a couple of good years still. Then they started doing these anti-corruption drives, and it primarily was focused on, the CCP officials initially, but then it started trickling down into heads of private industry primarily. So there was a backlash against private, remember Jack Ma at Alibaba?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
When he had Alipay was so successful, they were doing more transactions than the Bank of China, and
Yeah.
they clamped down on him, and he spoke out against that, and so he got put in the wilderness. But other CEOs were arrested, and if you were a private CEO, very successful one, a billionaire, you were somewhat deemed as a threat to the government. So there was some suppression from that standpoint, and that slowed things down.